A torque converter clutch isn't nearly as mysterious as it sounds. Picture it as the peacekeeper between your engine and the transmission of your car. It exists for a reason, mainly to stop the fluid in the torque converter, which is what initially allows your car to navigate between the engine's power and the transmission's input, from causing mayhem. Here's how it typically goes down. In the days of yore, I'm talking the early days of automatic cars, you had your torque converter doing all the heavy lifting. The engine spun one part of the converter, the transmission the other, and in between was a viscous sea of transmission fluid that coupled the transmission to the engine. This was great for smoothing out shock loads and allows the car to remain stationary with the engine running and the transmission in gear. The downside? A whole lot of slippage, especially at cruising speeds, kind of like when your bike's chain isn't hitting the gears just right. Efficient? Not so much. Then some bright spark had a revelation. Why not lock the two parts together once you're up to speed? Enter the torque converter clutch. Engaged by hydraulic or electronic control systems, when it locks up, it joins the engine and transmission directly to each other. No more fluid coupling, just a direct connection. That means no more slippage, better fuel economy, and a sense of directly feeling the engine's power at work. In layman's terms, imagine you're trying to move a spinning plate with a balloon. That balloon's going to warp and squish all over the place. That squishing is essentially the slip in a traditional torque converter. Now, if you suddenly make that balloon solid while the plate is spinning, this is your locking clutch. Now you've got a direct connection. No more squish, just smooth plate spinning action, or in car terms, better transfer of engine power and improved gas mileage. But it's not perfect. The torque converter clutch can fail, and when it does, it's either slippage city or you're locked in a permanent bear hug between engine and transmission, both of which are suboptimal. Being based in Portland, Oregon, I can tell you that any hiccup in how your car operates can mean the difference between a smooth ride and a rainy walk. Still, despite its Achilles heel, the torque converter clutch is one piece of tech that certainly earns its keep under the hood. So the next time you're cruising down the I-5 and your ride is humming along without breaking a sweat, you can thank that torque converter clutch for making your trip a touch more efficient and a whole lot smoother.